In progress.
Hello, 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 everybody. So we're going to go over section 2 trading. We're going to do demo and live trading, different candle times and maximizing profits. And then another day we'll do risk versus reward. And this is about the beach trader bot. And so demo or live account, our academy is partnered with Surge Trader. So the best way to trade the bot is through either a demo account or live account through Surge Trader. We will help you sign up and save money through our academy discount code. So we got discount codes for you guys. You just have to ask one of us. It's freedom 10 off. You get 10% off of any account that you get. Also, we have a demo account that they gave our team. This isn't something for everybody, but they'll let us do it, and they'll let you get one demo account. So if anybody wants to trade that comes into the academy, they'll be able to use a demo account first to learn how to trade on the demo account. It's totally free. And the demo account will be just like a normal trading account, and it'll be $100,000. The only thing is you're not going to make any money, and you're not going to be able to lose any money. So I advise you guys to go ahead and do this free trial. And even if you already have an account, sometimes it's good to do a free trial so you can understand a little bit more. All right. And then the live accounts are right here. You'll be able to make money with us. And this is one of the codes right here that get you into a live account. You want a demo account. You don't want to do a demo off of MT5 because if you just go straight to mt5.com and you get a demo, you're not going to be able to trade gold or Bitcoin. And I think you might not be able to trade US 30. So 3 of our six things we trade, you're not going to be able to do it. So we advise you guys to just go to Surge Trader right away as soon as you start so you can trade like everybody else. All right. Let's go over understanding candle times. All right, when a candle opens up, it's going to open up on a green one at the bottom where the color starts at. And this is the lowest price that it went, but this isn't where it started out. This is where the candle started out. So if this is an hour candle, it jumped in from the other candle right here, and then it probably went down a little bit more, and then it went up. And the only reason why it's green is because it finished higher than it started. And you can see right here, this is where it closed out at, the top of the green area, right? And this is the highest it went, and that's the wick part. So total opposite on the red candle, the opening is at the top of the color part, and then everything else is the same. And let's go look at, I want to show you guys why I understand the candle with the bot is very important, okay? So when there's a green candle, it's going to open at the bottom and close at the top. Buyers are in control. This is what a green candle means. Green candle gets formed when closing price is higher than opening price. So that means there's more people at that candle time frame. If the candle's worth 5 minutes, an hour, a day, that means that there's more buyers in that candle than sellers. And the other one is totally opposite. The red one, it opens at the top and it closes at the bottom. And red candles get formed when closing price is lower than opening price. So this is a sign that sellers are in control. There's more sellers than buyers. So always remember that. You see a green candle, that means that buyers are winning on that candle. You see a red candle, that means that sellers are winning on that candle. That's basically the most simple way to look at a candle, if you can, that you're going to be able to. All right, let's go into understanding how the bot uses these candles. Because if you don't know this, then you could lose, or you could win on an accident. But on a 15-minute today candles, you have to make sure what time the candle is in and if it's close to the entry. So you have to. So this is a 4-hour candle right here. Let's see. And that means for 4 hours, this candle is going up, down, and all around. And so if the bot calls it the trade for 4 hours, you got to know when did the 4 hours start and where is it right now? And where is the entry the bot's calling off? And is it still good to get into that trade? Very important. So let's look at this right here. So this is the bot call right here. This is a sale, US 30, period is 30 minutes, and the entry is 34092, and the time is 11:51. So on 5-minute candles, a new candle starts on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and on the hour. So if a 5-minute candle hits, then you look at these times and see if it hits on one of those times, and that means it is just a new candle and it's going to be at the perfect entry. Also, on a 15-minute candle, you see where it says 12 o'clock right here. That means this candle just started, the entry is right where it is. But on this 30-minute candle, it starts at 11:30. So this candle's been around for 21 minutes already. 15 minutes is 15, 30, 45, and 00. So anytime you're looking at the candles, I know if you're looking at TradingView, there's a countdown of what basically the candle is, how much time is left, and I'll go over that with you when we look at that. 30 minutes is on 30 minutes and on the hour. 60 minutes is always on the hour. So if it's, 11:21, that means the candle's been going for 21 minutes. 4 hours is something that gets confusing. So it's on 2, 6, and 10. So, and what happens after 10? 10 is 11, 12, 1, 2. So it goes back to 2 and then goes back to 6. So that's what you're going to look for. If you see a candle go off, a 4-hour candle and it's predicting something at 4 o'clock, that candle's already been around for half of the time. It's already been around for 2 hours. This is very, very important. And a day candle always happens at 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. the next day. So if you get a day candle and it hits at 6 p.m., you're 4 hours into a day candle already, depending on where you are. So you have to very, 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 on the larger candles, be careful. So let's look. On a 30-minute candle trade, it's very important to look at the entry price point. The closer to the number, the more accurate the trade will be. So if you take this trade right here, it's already 21 minutes in the 30-minute candle. So that means this candle is almost over. The entry is right here. It might give you, where the best place would have been to get into that candle. So this might not be where it's at anymore. It might have already dipped. So if it's selling, it might have already sold from this area. This might be the high, and now it's way down. And so if you get in, it might not be as good as you're thinking it will be. And that's something that you have to always be careful on. All right, based on the time of how long the candle time has been, this candle has been open for 21 minutes out of 30 minutes. This trade is over halfway through the candle time. The 30-minute candle started at 11:30, and now it is 11:51. So even though the bot just says to sell or buy, you have to also look at the time right here. You got to also look at the entry and, what candle frame it is, okay? Let's look at another time frame. Same thing on the times. I'll just put those there for you, but that's the 4 hours. You can see it right here. And 1 day. So this is a 4-hour trade. 4-hour trades are a little different. You got to be super careful. All right. The entry is 33,921 and the time is 11:53. A 4-hour candle is at 10 o'clock is when it started. So you're in this candle for almost 2 hours out of 4. So that means it's almost halfway done. That entry might not be valid anymore. It might have already fell as much as it's going to fall. On a 4-hour candle trade, it is very important to look at the entry price point. The closer to the number, the more accurate the trade will be. Based on the time and how long the candle time has been, this candle has been open for 1 hour and 53 minutes out of 4 hours. So everything might have already happened. This trade might have already went the right way. This trade is almost halfway through the candle time. The 4-hour candle started at 10 and now it is 11:53. This candle is time sensitive, and use your judgment on should you take it still or has it already went the way it was supposed to go, right? And then the most, the one that you really got to study the most is the 1-day candles. This is a 1-day candle trade straight off of the bot. The entry and the time. Okay, the time is 9:36 a.m., right? If we look over here, the 1-day candle starts at 2 p.m. So on a 1-day candle trade, it's very important to look at the entry price point. The closer to the number, the more accurate the trade will be. So this might have already took place. It might have already went up super high. Based on the time of how long the candle time has been, this candle has been open for 17 hours out of 24. 17 out of 24. This candle is over halfway through, and it's crucial that you get the trade close to entry. Most of the time you get a trade this far into the day candle, you should avoid it. On average, a day bot trade will go in the bot trade direction for 1 to 3 days. This might still be a great trade though. So always remember, whatever the candle time is, it usually does it for 1 candle to 3 candles and goes the way that the bot says. Okay. So on a day candle, that could be 1 to 3 days. On a 5-minute candle, that's 5 minutes to 15 minutes where the trade is the best. And that's from back testing and live testing. We noticed that over time. Maximizing profits. How do you maximize your profit with the bot? It is your choice to set up the trade with stop loss and take profit. But what is the best back tested strategy? So I'm going to go and I'm going to show you guys the best way to take any trade, I believe. So let's go there right now. Okay, here goes a trade right here that we can see. This is a 5-minute trade. And so the best thing that we found is if you measure the Bollinger Band from the top to the bottom, okay, that's 14.5. So if we go half of that, which is 17 or 7, let's just go to 7. So that should be where you're going to get out the trade. Now, what the bot does best is it takes a partial trade right here. It takes out part of it. It takes 60% of the overall transaction, and it basically takes the profit of 60%. Now, if the trade keeps on going down and goes to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, like if we took this trade, it would have got us out of the trade right here. This would have been the end of the trade. We would have got our maximum money. It would have took the other 40%. Okay. Now, that's the best strategy according to time and back testing on the computer. Well, how do you figure that out? How do you understand that? Well, you got to learn how to use this trading view, and you got to learn how to use the measure. Okay, so what you do is you measure the top to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and then you take half of that. So 7, 7. So if we go right here and we do half, or the Bollinger Band right here, that was 17. This is 29. That's why we got to measure each time. You can't just say 7 every time for it to take. This is 28. So we're going to take about 15 on this trade right here. So now, the other thing that we back tested that we found out is that what happens sometimes is the trade goes halfway. So you could basically get out of the trade at the simple moving average. This orange line right here, the simple moving average, the middle line, the Bollinger Band, you can set your trade to end right there. And how do you do that? You just, you don't even need the ruler. All you do is you go to this orange line right here and scroll over, and you look all the way to the right, and it'll tell you what that number is. Right here is 143.723. So that's what you do. You say, take profit at that number right there. And your stop loss, okay, is going to be halfway the other way. So if you measure this right here, top of the Bollinger Band to the middle, that's 7.5, right? So now you're going to go and do your stop loss 7.5. So you go up 7.5, and that's right here. And then you look all the way to the right, and it will tell you that number, 143.878. So that would be your stop loss, halfway from the Bollinger Band to the middle. Okay? So on this one, it would be the same thing. If you got in right here, you would get out right here. And so you would have got out about this area. Or this might not even went your way on that one. So here we go right here. Let's look at another time frame. And let's look if this is going to work. We know it works because this is what we back tested. And this is number one way to basically get your money out of a trade. So here it is right here. On this one, same thing. You're going to get out of the trade right about here, 60%. Take a partial when it gets right here. You see how it went down here. You take it at 336 right here, all the way to the right. 33642. You take 60% of the trade. It's a partial trade. And all you do is you click on it, and then you just say, you want to take 60%. And I'll post a video on how to take a partial profit out, okay? So it goes down here. You're going to take 60%. Now, when it goes all the way to right here, where the Bollinger Band was on the bottom, you're going to get the rest of your money right here. That's a successful trade. 100% you're going to be out. All right, same thing right here. You're going to get 60% right here on the green or the orange line, and then you're going to cash out the rest right about here. So it depends on where the Bollinger Band is, and that's how we know that we're winning. Now, sometimes what will happen is it will go halfway down. We take out 60%, and then it will go back up, and then it takes the rest out at 10% closest to where it started at. So let me look and see if we could have one of those scenarios. It doesn't happen as much as the full profit, but sometimes it will happen. And you can tell this didn't get stopped out because stopped out would be way up here. So something like this, it went down. You would have got your full money on there. It's going to be hard for us to find one of these when we get our half of our money, full money right here. Let me find maybe on gold. Might have a half. Let's go to 15 minutes. Okay. So let's look at, if you took this trade right here, it wouldn't have went high enough for you. So you wouldn't have been able to get it if you use that strategy on it. Let's see here. Here goes a scenario, because I wouldn't have got you out. So to buy this right here went the wrong way at first. Then it goes back up. It takes 60% right here. It didn't hit all the way to the top of the Bollinger Band. Well, it did on this one. This one's crazy. So depending on if in the beginning it went all the way here, or if it started going down first, because you see this big wick. So let's just say, it went up, and you got a partial payment right here. It didn't go all the way to the Bollinger Band. Let's say it went down first. So this going down right here, it would have went to about right here, 10%, and you would have cashed out the rest of it. So you wouldn't have took a loss. So whenever you get that partial payment, like right here goes another one. It said to buy right here. You didn't get stopped out. It barely went down. You go right here, it takes 60%. It never went to the top, and then it came back down, and right about here, it would have gave you the other 10%. So that's a great strategy for some of you guys that are hurting because you don't know when to get in, when to get out, when to take part of it. See, taking part of your money at halfway back up is a great strategy, because we back test it right here. Look at this, up right here. Let's say we got in right here. It hit right here. We would have took half, and it would have went back down, and we would have took out the other 10%, like right about here, instead of taking a loss down here. Right? We took 60%. So sometimes that's going to happen. And we noticed that we did all this back testing for you guys, so you guys don't even have to figure out everything yourself. That's what's so good about back testing. And, all the testing this bot's been through, this went up. You would have got all your money there. Let's find another one. So I want to pound this into you guys. This one right here. So once it goes to the other side of the Bollinger Band, you get all your money out 100%. So you don't even have to worry about those. The only ones that, the other part does, it just makes it so you don't lose any. You already got partial payment. And it's very easy to do that too. I'm going to find another one. Okay, here we go right here. Up right here. It hit the orange line. We took 60%. Okay. Then it went back down, and then we took the other 10% right here. So all you do is you take the partial payment at 60%, and I'll give you a video on that, how to take out a partial payment. Now you got 40% of your volume still in there. So let's say you did one volume. You take 0.6 volume out of the trade right here. Now you're going with 0.4 volume, okay? Now what you do is you find out what 10% would be from the Bollinger Band. So the Bollinger Band is right here to here, okay? And that's 96. So what you're going to do is 9.6 is 10%. So what is 9.6? So basically, from where you started at, 9.6 is right here. Right here. So it'd be 33968. Now, once you take the partial payment, all you got to do is take your stop loss and move it right here to this number. Stop loss 33968, and it'll move the stop loss. So then if it does go back this way, then the stop loss will catch and you'll still make more money. Isn't that genius? I hope you guys really understand what we did, because we spent a lot of time, months and months and months, figuring this out for you. You know, even this one might have did it because the Bollinger Band's way up here, and you see it only went there. So, you know, halfway is right here. So it'll probably hit on this one, and then it came back down to right here, and then it would have cashed out the rest. So as you see, with that strategy, you're gonna win a lot of money. Let's see here. Okay, here goes another one. All right, it went up, hit right here, then it went back down somewhere over here, and we would have took out the other, you know, 10% right around here. And all we do is we take partial payment 0.6 out of one volume, let the other 0.4 still ride. It goes back down. We have the stop loss set up, and we're done. We're out of there. We got our money, and we don't have to worry about anything. Beautiful. Let's see. But most of these trades, you know, what you're looking for is from one Bollinger Band to the other. That's the 100% that you want. You don't want, you know, anything more than that. That's good. Right here. From here to here, you're good. That's a lot of money. $60, it went down right here to here. You're done. That's good. Okay. You're going to win $60 right here. But what would have been your stop loss? Your stop loss would have been half to right here. So that would have been 26. So your stop loss would have been 26 up. So that's right here. And the maximum money that you were looking for is $60. Do you see how you're going to win double what you're going to lose? So if you do lose, you lose $27 on this trade. But when you win, you won $60. So you're always going to be up. You're always going to be having a good, you know, risk versus reward break even strategy. And that's what we found out just running a gang of programs, running a gang of back testing and stuff like that. So here goes another one. Look at this. Right here, we started. Okay, it goes up. We take 60% right here. That's $3.65. Okay. Then it comes back down. And then we set our stop loss to right about here. So right when this red candle hit right here, it takes the rest of our money. So we won 2 times. We didn't lose or win one, lose one. So you have to set that stop loss when it comes back down. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it goes halfway for some reason. It does that. So that was our barrier to where we would take part of the money here, and then when it came back down, we get the rest of our money. Okay. Instead of when we first started the bot, we just said, okay, from here to the top of the Bollinger Band, that's when we want to take it. So that's $8. But as you see right here, that didn't happen. And then, so if it was, this is what we used to do. This is another good strategy. Don't get me wrong. But on this candle right here, this is where it took the trade. So you have to measure the Bollinger Band right here, which is $11, right? So you would take half of that. You would take, you know, 580. You would take 580. So our thing would be 580 down. Let me show you guys. So 580 is way down here. You can't even see it. So did it go there? No. Right? But this trade would have still been taking a trade because it never went up here. So it never, we never got stopped out, but it never won either. So it had just been floating here for hours until something happened. But usually within 1 to 3 candles, like 1, 2, 3, 3 candles, it goes up and touches that middle. And then sometimes it either comes back down or it'll go up even higher. So that's a better strategy than just sitting there and letting it go. There it is right here. It went up and you would have won all your money right here. Real simple. So most of the time you're going to win all your money, but sometimes it's only going to go halfway up and then come back down. So just want to share that with you. Here it is right here, halfway, 60%. It goes back up right here, and then it took out the 10%. So you wouldn't even have made all this right here because you would have went back up and you would have took your 10%. But how about if this goes way up here and stopped you out? It's like, yeah, you won half, but then you lost the same half because the stop loss is always the same thing that it's going to take the 60% profit, and your stop loss is always going to be that 60%, you know, or the other way. But you're going to lose the whole one volume when it goes the wrong way. And you're only going to win 0.6 of that volume when it goes the right way on the first part. That's what you have to notice too. Very, very great strategy. It makes a lot of sense if you understand it. So that's basically the strategy. I want to open it up. Does anybody have any questions on that? I would love to answer anything. Let me unmute a couple people here. Go ahead. Does anybody have a question on the strategy, the take profit, stop loss strategy? Or do you guys understand it? Okay. Well, it looks like you guys understand it. Nobody has any questions, so that's great.
Oh, Beach.
Yes.
So basically we're taking a profit of 60%, and then if it goes the other way, the stop loss has been set higher than our entry point, and that's when it takes the 10 and closes out.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So to take a partial profit, you're going to double click on the order in the trade tab to bring up the order window, modify the volume of the order to the part you want to close out. So when you modify, you're going to close out that part of it. Click the close icon under the sell buy options to close this trade, to take, the partial payment. So that's all you're going to do. You could do it on the web terminal, or you could do it on the internet trading part of it. And so it's very, very simple. And so you're going to do the partial, and the partial is going to take 60% when it gets to the middle. And then you're going to move the stop loss to that 10%. So if it goes back, the stop loss is going to be the one that takes you out, right? And then if it keeps on going, now you're going to go and put a take profit at the top of the Bollinger Band part. So it's like autopilot after that. After you take the partial profit, once it gets to the middle, then you set up the take profit, and you set up, the stop loss. You move the stop loss up. So in the beginning, all you got to do is put the stop loss. The stop loss is going to be the same distance that you're going to do the partial payment. Okay, which is the simple moving average, the orange line. That's your simple moving average. So you're going to take 60% right there, partial payment. But also when you measure to that line, you're going to find the distance, and that's where you're going to set your stop loss going the other way. So if it does go the wrong way, you're only going to lose that same amount where you're going to take that partial payment. Okay, so basically you're going to be winning double. Every time you lose, you'll win double. So it's a great, great strategy. And something like that, you only got to be like 40, 30, a little bit higher than 30% correct to make money. That's how official it is. But as you see, the bot is doing that about 90% of the time, is winning the trades. So if you just stay with this right here, you're going to win a lot of money. You're not going to lose. What happens to people is they start losing because they don't have that partial payment. They don't take profits at the right time, and it hits their stop loss that's way bigger than what this stop loss I'm telling you guys. With the bot, since it's winning and it's going the right way, you're going to put the take profit in the stop loss just at a general area, so you're not going to lose a lot. Now, are you going to win a lot on a trade if you get 60% in the middle? Not necessarily. You could if it's in the higher time candles. It could be a big, a lucrative trade. But what you're doing is it's a bot that's calling out all these different trades for all these different, 6 different pairs, with 6 different time frames. And so you're getting all kind of trades all the time. So all you got to really do is just take them and don't basically set your stop loss the wrong thing. And eventually you'll start going up, and eventually you'll start making money. That's what the whole thing is. Good question. Anybody else have any questions? No? Okay. All right, you guys. So I'll stop recording.